But what most people do, unfortunately, they take things that leach the calciums.
Do you want strong, healthy bones that last a lifetime? Well, what you eat could be slowly weakening them without you even realizing it. In this video, inspired by Barbara O'Neill's teachings, I'll reveal the top foods you need to stop eating right now if you want to protect your bones. Let's dive in. Barbara O'Neill is a respected health educator known for her natural approach to wellness. She often emphasizes how simple lifestyle and diet changes can dramatically improve our health. And when it comes to bone strength, there are some hidden culprits in our diet that might be silently robbing you of calcium and minerals. Let's uncover them one by one, and be sure to stick around until the end, because the fifth one might just surprise you the most.
Bones aren't made of calcium. Well, what are bones made of? They're made of 12 minerals and 64 traits.
Your bones are not just rigid sticks holding you up, they're living tissue, constantly breaking down and rebuilding. For this process to stay strong, your body needs a balance of minerals like calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, and vitamin D. But the foods we'll talk about today can disturb that balance, leaving your bones fragile over time.
But what most people do, unfortunately, they take things that leach the calcium. So what are the leaches? What leaches calcium out of the body is high acid foods. So that's a high carbohydrate diet, high carb.
Number 1. High carbohydrate diet. High carbs. A diet high in carbohydrates, especially the refined kind found in white bread, pastries, sugary snacks, and sweetened drinks, can quietly undermine your bone health. One of the main reasons is calcium loss. When we consume large amounts of these refined carbs, blood sugar rises quickly. In response, the body releases extra insulin, which disrupts mineral balance. On top of that, excess sugar makes the body more acidic. Our bodies are always working to keep pH levels stable. But when things tip toward acidity, the system borrows alkaline minerals like calcium from the bones and teeth to restore balance. Over time, this constant leaching can erode bone density and raise the risk of osteoporosis. There's another problem too. Refined carbs are empty calories. They fill you up but provide little in the way of nutrients. Critical players for bone health such as magnesium, vitamin D, and other cofactors that help the body absorb and use calcium are missing. Worse still, research shows that diets high in sugar and refined carbs can increase urinary calcium loss. In other words, instead of storing calcium in your skeleton where it belongs, your body is flushing more of it away. Number 2. High wheat.
High wheat.
Eating a lot of wheat, especially refined foods like white bread, pasta, and pastries, can quietly weaken your bones. Wheat contains phytates, compounds that latch onto minerals like calcium, magnesium, and zinc, making them harder for your body to absorb. When wheat dominates the diet without enough mineral-rich foods to balance it, it can upset mineral levels and make the body more acidic. To restore balance, the body pulls alkaline minerals like calcium from the bones. Over time, that constant borrowing chips away at bone strength. This is why relying too heavily on refined wheat products may, in the long run, leave your bones more fragile. Number 3. Refined sugar.
Refined sugar.
Refined sugar is one of the biggest enemies of bone health. It doesn't just lack nutrients, it actually robs your body of calcium. When you eat candies, sodas, pastries, or other sugary foods, sugar rushes into the bloodstream and spikes blood glucose. Your body responds with insulin, which throws mineral balance off. At the same time, sugar makes your system more acidic. To fix that acidity, the body pulls calcium from your bones and teeth. Over time, this constant drain leaves bones weaker and more fragile. Sugar also forces out even more calcium through urine, while blocking your gut from absorbing calcium and magnesium from food. The result? A vicious cycle. Sugar strips calcium, blocks absorption, and speeds up mineral loss. In the long run, this means brittle bones, higher fracture risk, and conditions like osteoporosis. Number 4. Caffeine.
Caffeine. All your caffeine drinks, coffee, tea, Coke, all of those are calcium leaches.
Caffeine, found in coffee, tea, soft drinks, and many energy drinks, can quietly undermine bone health by affecting the way the body retains and absorbs calcium. In moderate amounts, it usually isn't a major concern, but when intake climbs too high, caffeine begins to disrupt calcium balance in very real ways. Research shows that caffeine acts as a mild diuretic, increasing urine output. With this extra fluid loss comes the loss of valuable minerals, especially calcium. Over time, this steady drain can gradually chip away at bone density. Caffeine also interferes with calcium absorption in the gut. Larger amounts reduce how much calcium your body can actually take in from food. To put it in perspective, for every 100 milligrams of caffeine, about the amount in a single cup of coffee, nearly 6 milligrams of calcium are lost. That might not sound like much at first, but when multiple cups a day become routine, the effect adds up. There's more. Caffeine may also disrupt hormones involved in bone remodeling, further compromising long-term strength. And if your diet is already low in calcium, the impact of caffeine becomes even more pronounced. Over the years, heavy caffeine consumption can steadily leach calcium from the body, weaken bone structure, and increase the risk of fractures and osteoporosis. Number 5. Milk.
Here's a glass of milk. And this glass of milk is high in calcium, but it's also high in animal protein. And animal protein is very dirty burning fuel. 58% is burnt as fuel. Do you know what that leaves? A 42% waste. And that's a high acid waste. It's a sulfur waste. And so what the body uses is it uses the most alkaline mineral, which is calcium, to negate the sulfur residue. Do you know how much calcium is left for the human body after a person drinks a glass of milk? None. Cows can access that calcium because they've got 5 stomachs. We've only got 1. And the countries in this world that are the highest dairy consumers have the highest incidence of osteoporosis. Where does the elephant get his calcium from for his huge bones? Where does the orangutan? The creatures in this planet with the biggest bones are vegetarians. They get it from grass.
Milk is often promoted as the ultimate source of calcium, but research and natural health educators like Barbara O'Neill point out that excessive milk consumption may actually weaken bone health. While milk does contain calcium, it is also high in animal protein. When animal protein is broken down in the body, it produces acidic byproducts. To neutralize this acid and maintain the body's pH balance, calcium is drawn from the bones and released into the bloodstream. This calcium is then lost through the urine, effectively leaching it away from the skeletal system. Another concern is that the calcium in milk is not always efficiently absorbed. The presence of lactose, and in many cases pasteurization, can make digestion more difficult, especially for those who are lactose intolerant. Instead of strengthening bones, milk may contribute to mineral imbalance when consumed in excess. Studies have shown that countries with the highest milk and dairy consumption often have some of the highest rates of osteoporosis and hip fractures. This suggests that relying heavily on milk for bone health can be misleading. True bone strength is better supported by plant-based calcium sources such as leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and a diet rich in magnesium and vitamin D.
You don't have to eat grass. You can eat broccoli and bok choy and all your dark green leafies. You don't lose your minerals when you cook them. You only lose the minerals when you cook if you throw the water away. I like to use waterless cooking. Put on a very low heat, get a heavy bottom pan, put a lid on, and it'll just cook gently in its own juice. Without any water. You've got to keep it on a low heat. It'll take a little while. You can also do things in crock pots because that's a very low heat. You just got to take a bit more time to do it. So cow's milk is not going to give you calcium.
If you'd like to learn more about healing your bones and boosting calcium naturally, check out our previous video. I've left the link in the description and on the end screen for you. Our bones are your body's foundation, and every choice you make either strengthens or weakens them. By avoiding foods that leach calcium, like refined sugar, excess wheat, caffeine, and even too much milk, you're taking real steps toward lasting strength and vitality. Remember, bone health isn't about one quick fix, it's about daily habits. Choose whole, mineral-rich foods, stay active, and give your body the building blocks it needs to stay strong for life. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more natural health insights, and share this with someone you care about. Together, let's build stronger bones and a healthier future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.